applied mental skills training focuses on the use of 4 main mental training tools. These include goal setting, imagery, self-talk, and energy management strategies. Now, I'll go through each of those and give you a little idea what each are and how they can be used. When setting goals, it's important to make sure that they're SMART. That means they're specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and are time-bound. When we set a goal and write it down and make sure that it's SMART, we're more likely to achieve it. That will help us increase our confidence, feel better about ourselves, and keep us motivated to keep trying to reach our next goals. Let's take a look at this example on the screen. A common goal that lots of athletes have is to give 110%. This goal is not SMART at all. Let's go through it and make it more SMART. So let's take the first letter, specific, or S. Is this goal specific? What are we giving 110% at? We have to make sure that we say what exactly it is we want to do. M, is this goal measurable? Nope, I can't stick a thermometer in you and tell when you've gotten to 110%. A, is it attainable? Well, not really. If you go more than 100%, you might just blow up. Is it realistic? Take a look at the situation around you. Do you have the tools and the resources necessary to reach that goal? And finally, there's no time for T. There's no time restrictions on this. When are you going to achieve this by? How often are you going to achieve it? Let's restructure the goal just a little bit, give a sport-specific example, and look, just like that, we have a SMART goal. Lots of people call imagery visualization. So the idea of being able to close your eyes and walk through a specific skill, drill, or even performance in our head. How does imagery work? Well, the idea of fake it till you make it is actually a real thing. Our brain can't tell the difference between something we've imagined and something we've actually done. So we can trick ourselves into thinking that we've actually successfully completed a certain skill. When learning new skills, this is extremely helpful to make athletes feel like they have the confidence and the ability to try something new when maybe they've never even done it. Are you one of those people that talks to yourself in your head? That doesn't make you weird. That makes you totally normal, and actually using one of the most common mental training tools that we use. When we talk to ourselves in our heads, we want to make sure that we're just using the right words and the right phrases to make our self-talk as efficient as possible. We can talk to ourselves positive or negative, but obviously we want to be doing more of the positive. We can motivate ourselves, focus our attention, and even push ourselves that little bit further. Be sure when using self-talk to be focusing on the things that you want to achieve instead of the things you're trying to avoid. Let me give you an example of self-talk, good and bad. As a figure skater, I might have heard, "Don't bend your knees," or said that to myself in my head. However, "keep your legs straight" means the same thing, but is positively worded. See what changes you can make in the self-talk that you have in your own head. The final tool that we use is energy management strategies. What the heck does this mean? Well, being able to relax yourself or energize yourself when needed is a key component for any successful athlete. How do we know if we need to be pumped up or calmed down? It's about awareness. Try and think of when you've performed best. In those times, did you feel really mellow and calm, or were you pretty amped up and ready to go? Think of your optimal energy zone and then figure out whether you need to use a relaxation strategy or an energization strategy. An example of a relaxation strategy could be the use of a breathing technique we call 44. So taking 4 breaths in, a count of 4 in, and a count of 4 out. You can stick this 44 strategy into just about any situation. It can be on the ice, on the basketball field, on the sidelines of a soccer pitch, wherever you need to calm yourself down. This will help get you focused and help get your mind to that optimal energy level. Now, what about an energization strategy? Well, how many of you have had very successful past performances? Probably everybody's had at least one. Think back into your own personal Hall of Fame. Think of those great moments of success you've had and those times you felt untouchable. Go through these in your head and help to really bring your energy way up and get your excitement level and your energy level back up to where it needs to be. These 4 mental tools are the 4 key components that we focus on in mental skills training. Again, they're going to help build up those mental skills and give you that competitive edge over other athletes who might be physically equivalent to you.